Welcome to Algebra, writing linear equations using slope and 1 point. Now that you know a lot about graphing linear equations in various forms and situations, it is time to learn more about writing them, given certain information such as the slope and a point, or 2 points, or a table. In this lesson, we'll explore how to write the equation using a given slope and a point not on the y-axis. Let's dive right in, shall we? The simplest way to write an equation is to use the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, given the slope and the y-intercept, the point on the y-axis where the line crosses. Let's look at a simple example. Graph the line with the given information. Slope is 2, y-intercept is -1. You can see what it looks like on the graph, locating a point at -1 on the y-axis, doing a few slope rise-run combinations, drawing the resulting line, and then writing the equation, y equals 2x minus 1. You don't even have to graph it if you feel confident enough to go straight to writing it from the given information, but it always helps to see the graph of it, just to make sure. To write the equation of a line given the slope and a point other than the y-intercept, sometimes using a graph works. Graph the line with the given information below. Slope equals 2 goes through the point 2, 3. Locate the point 2, 3, do a few rise-run steps working towards the y-axis, and eventually discovering the y-intercept, and then writing the equation. Using a graph doesn't always work. Fortunately, there is a mathematical way to find the y-intercept. There are two options to choose from: using a new formula called the point-slope formula, or using the slope-intercept form. We'll explore how to use both. Let's use the previous example to demonstrate. We'll first use the point-slope formula, using the slope of 2 and the point 2, 3, substituting the slope and xy values into the formula, and then work through the process into slope-intercept form, ending up with the equation y equals 2x minus 1. Using the slope-intercept form, we also plug in the slope and xy values, solve for b, and then use that to write the equation in slope-intercept form. Either mathematical formula will work, and it is up to you to use whichever one works best for you. It is probably a good idea to know how to use either one equally well. Let's work through a few examples using both mathematical formulas to write the equation in slope-intercept form. Using a slope of 2 with a point 5, 3, starting with the point-slope formula, we plug in the values, we work through the equation process, and we end up with y equals 2x minus 7. Using the slope-intercept form, we plug in the values of m, x, and y, solve for b, and we end up with the same y equals 2x minus 7 equation. Using the slope of 1 over 2 and the point 8, -2, we plug it into the point-slope formula, and we work it through to get y equals 1 over 2x minus 6. Using slope-intercept, we plug in the values, work through to solve for b, and we write the same equation, y equals 1 over 2x minus 6. A third example shows the slope of 2 over 3, the point -9, 3. We work through the point-slope form, plug in the values, work through the equation process, and we end up with y equals 2 over 3x plus 9. We use the slope-intercept form, plug in the values, work through to solve for b, and we end up with the same slope-intercept form, y equals 2 over 3x plus 9. Here are some more examples to practice. Slope of 5, point is -2, -3. The point-slope form plugs the values in, and we solve to get y equals 5x plus 7. Using the slope-intercept form, we plug in the values, solve for b, and we end up with the same equation. In this middle example, the slope is 1 over 2, the point is 12, -2. We plug it into the point-slope form, we work the equation process, and we get y equals 1 over 2x minus 8. Using slope-intercept, we plug in the values, solve for b, and we write the same equation, y equals 1 over 2x minus 8. In this third example, we work through the point-slope form, plug in the values, solve the process, and we end up with y equals -1 over 2x minus 1. For the slope-intercept form, we plug in the values, solve for b, and we get the same equation.